a couple things. Several weeks ago, we had the announcement that the Nintendo NS is now the Nintendo Switch. About a month ago, and at the Video Game Awards last week, we got some more gameplay for Breath of the Wild, new Zelda game, and just a lot of things that were going on. Mainly, I just want to focus on Nintendo. I think it's really interesting because I almost at some point kind of written Nintendo off after the Wii U, and I mean everything from Pokemon Go, how that's gone, new Pokemon games coming out, how well received the Nintendo Switch has been so far in terms of like just how people are really interested in it. It's coming out next year. I'm pretty excited about it. I've kind of dropped out of the whole Nintendo ecosystem for a long time, so for me, it's like whoa, that looks pretty cool. And I am somebody who travels quite a bit, so I'm thinking, okay, this might be kind of a cool device for me. So I might pick it up, but I want to see some more games. I did hear that Dark Souls 3 is going to be running on the Switch, and I just read that today. I'll put the link to the article of that in the description below. But I've heard some pretty cool things about what's going on with the Switch, and I think it's going to be a pretty cool device if it really lives up to everything and it works as well as it looks in that commercial that we saw in that advertisement in the video that they showed a month ago. So it's really going to be interesting to see how it pans out. I'm really excited about it. I feel like it's like the Switch is everything the Nintendo Wii U was supposed to be. So it's gonna be pretty cool. I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I'm excited about it. I think I'm gonna jump back into the Nintendo ecosystem, one would say. So I'm pretty happy about it. So your miles may vary, but I'm pretty excited about it. But with that and also with Breath of the Wild looks great. I mean, I really like it because it reminds me a lot of kind of like a blend between like the exploration and the ability to go anywhere you want to, and just the non-linear aspect of it, with more of a you could kind of say like a Dark Souls kind of vibe or just a third-person kind of like action game because it's of course it's Zelda. I mean, you know, but at the same time, I mean, it just feels to me it feels better. It feels like it's gonna be a more interesting game to play. I once again I dropped out of the Nintendo ecosystem years ago, so I hadn't been playing any Nintendo game for a very long time. So for me, Breath of the Wild looks amazing. It's like whoa, picking up enemy weapons. I mean, all the non-linear approach to it, all of the exploration you can do. So I'm actually really excited about that game a lot. I was, the only Zelda game I ever finished and played all the way through was Wind Waker. I love Wind Waker. That's like one of my favorite games of all time. But that's the only Zelda game I ever played all the way through. So I wasn't like a super mega hardcore Zelda fan, but I mean, it wasn't because I didn't like Zelda. I just didn't get around to playing it. Only one I ever played was on the GameCube was Wind Waker, and of course, their Ocarina of Time. They had another one that came out. Not Ocarina of Time, but another one that came out for Twilight Princess came out on the GameCube and the Wii. But I never checked that out. But but Breath of the Wild, back on topic, Breath of the Wild looks amazing. I think it's gonna be a fantastic game. I cannot wait to play that. I'm probably gonna get that one if I get a Switch because I'm really thinking about getting a Switch. So it's gonna be pretty fun. But also, I think moving away from that, I think the future of Nintendo looks so bright right now. I feel like it feels like they're coming back. They're coming back in a very strong, a very leading role. I think because really Nintendo's never really been focused on really being I would say being a front runner, but they've never really been focused on competing with what Microsoft and what Sony are doing. They're always focused on like what they're doing. Like they focus on being the best at what they're good at in their own space. And I find that kind of admirable because a lot of times all these companies now are competing. Which competition is good to a degree, but sometimes you got to stick to what you're good at versus trying to compete with everybody else is good at and try to beat them at their own game. That can be very difficult. So I really think and I really feel like that was a good move for them. They've always been like that, and I hope they stay on track with this momentum that I'm seeing out of Nintendo. And I think it's going to be really cool to see everything from the launch of the Switch to Breath of the Wild to all these great third-party games that are coming over to the Switch. I mean, it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a very exciting time for, right now Nintendo fans and people like me that kind of jumped off, to the sideline and did other things and just got out of the ecosystem of Nintendo. So it should be pretty interesting, and I'm really excited about next year. But with that being said, I'll bring this video to a close. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and have a good day.